have a conversation about this topic?
Sure.
People who hurt animals for pleasure are psychopaths. Would you agree with that?
It's not for pleasure though, is it?
Well, why do you eat meat?
Because it's called the nutrients that I need.
Gotcha. Could you get those nutrients from another source like plants?
You can, but some of them no.
What nutrients do you feel like you can't get from plants?
Name all the nutrients from plants.
You're like, oh yeah, you get nutrients? Name all of the nutrients. You can get all the nutrients you need from plants.
It tastes.
It tastes better to eat meat, is that what you said? Yeah, so what does that come down to? Taste, pleasure?
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what we said wasn't a good justification for hurting others, right?
But it's an animal, it's bound to die. Same with humans.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah, humans and animals are both going to die, but that doesn't justify hurting them, right?
Yeah, no, I get your point there. No, like, I respect people that are vegan. I don't hate people that are vegan, if you know what I mean. It's like people have their own preferences, if you know what I mean.
Do you think you should be vegan, given like what you said about psychopaths, hurting animals for pleasure?
I wouldn't change, no, but...
Are you saying you agree that you're a psychopath because you hurt animals for pleasure?
I don't hurt them.
Oh, you just pay other people to? Do you think that's any better?
If it's not me doing it.
Oh, so like hiring a hitman should be legal, in your opinion?
Yeah.
Interesting bullet to bite there. So, why is it okay to like pay other people to like hurt animals?
I don't know, but it's just the way it is. It's been like that for years.
Do you think it needs to be that way?
It doesn't need to be. They could go straight for the jugular.
What about? I have an alternative idea. What if we just stopped eating them?
Well, what if they die naturally?
You wouldn't eat your dead grandma. If you go to her funeral and you cut off a piece of her arm so you can fry it up later. But the thing is, obviously, society says it's really weird. And I think the reason why we think it's weird is because, they look so similar to us. Have you ever heard of the word speciesism? What do you think it might be? Could you guess about what it is?
So I don't know. Would it be one species eating another one or something like that?
You're really close. You're really close. It's basically the idea that like one species is more important or more, like better than the other without really having a good reason to justify that. Just like racism is saying one race is better than the other without having a good reason to justify that, or sexism is the same thing, right? So how do you think speciesism applies to like how people might look at animals in society and like looking at eating them?
So they obviously think humans on top and then everything else at the bottom. I think there is very valid points on your side, yeah. They make everything vegan so expensive. Is my point. It's not fair.
I totally agree with you. Vegan products can be really expensive. But the reason why is because, like, obviously, like any other processed food or any other specialty item, like gluten-free stuff or, keto or whatever, is going to be more expensive. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah. Have you ever seen this sort of footage before?
Never.
Yeah, most people don't, right? Because they're obviously nobody wants you to see this when you go to McDonald's,
Yeah, true.
Do you think that like it's feasible for you to go vegan?
Yeah. Do you think like it's like a little few days going meat free and then it's a good start?
You're reminding me of something. So there's something called 22-day challenge. You might have heard of Veganuary, but it's 22-day challenge is basically they'll hook you up with like somebody who's like certified nutrition, and they'll basically help walk you through like the foods that you can eat that are going to help you make sure you're getting all your nutrients, everything you need. And they'll do it completely free for 22 days, which is how long it takes to build a habit. And all you got to do is just enter your name and email, Challenge 22. It's actually available here. I'm going to pull up a QR code. Would you be interested in like trying that?
Yeah, sure. I'll screenshot it.
That sounds awesome. Could I ask for some sort of commitment? Maybe making your next shopping trip vegan, making your next meal vegan?
Yeah, the next shopping trip, I can go vegan for that one. I could also try the 22-day challenge.